Hello everyone, it's Luna, and today we are going to find out if you can beat all of Hollow Knight's bosses in alphabetical order. But first, let's get something out of the way. What exactly is a boss? Some would say a boss is just a difficult enemy. Others would say a boss is an enemy that drops crucial items to progress. But me? No. I classify a boss by whether it gives you percentage on your save file. Bosses like these guys? Absolutely not bosses. Not difficult and not even worthy of holding that title. Quite frankly, I'm insulted that you would even suggest that these could be bosses. But these right here, that's what I call a real boss. Now that everyone agrees on what a boss is, let's go over the rules of the run. I will not be using cheats or external tools to give me an advantage, such as the debug menu or anything like that. I must kill all the bosses that give a percentage on your save file in alphabetical order, and any skips or sequence breaks are fine as long as it isn't game breaking. Now that the rules are out of the way, let's start the run. One thing to keep in mind throughout this run is if you see me fighting a boss, or if you're just curious about who is next, in the top right there will always be a little icon of the next boss we're going for. We start off the run going through King's Pass and making our way down to Dirtmouth. We talk to Elderbug because we are not a psycho, and we head down to the Forgotten Crossroads. We enter the boss arena, we beat up the False Knight, we leave, and we refuse to elaborate. We grab Vengeful Spirit and our first charm, and we head to Green Path. The very start of this route is pretty simple, as most runs are, but you'll see in a little bit that this route goes off the rails. We do our first fireball skip, we buy the Green Path stag and make sure to bench there so we can come back later, and we head to Massive Moss Charger, who will be our first boss. As Massive Moss Charger does not add a percentage to your file, it's okay to kill him at this point. We do another fireball skip to get into the boss arena, and we fight Massive Moss Charger. With our newfound Geo, we head down through Fog Canyon to the Queen Station, make sure to bench and buy the stag, and then we head to the Fungal Wastes. We grab a Hollowness Seal, we make quick work of the two Shroomal Ogres for a Charm Notch and some Geo, and we make our way to the Light Eater bench. We die to the explosion, and now we have to do our hardest skip yet. To get into the Mantis Village, we have to do a dashless Shade Skip in order to get just enough height to progress. I'm not gonna lie, I fail this trick a lot. Like, a lot. I could show you more clips of me failing it, but then we'd be sitting here for 15 more minutes, and the Shade would stop attacking me because it feels bad for me. We finally complete the Shade Skip, and we move on to the Mantis Village, where we get our first movement ability. We hit this lever and pogo off of some enemies in order to get the Mantis Claw. With our newfound movement, we head down to our next area, which will be the Deep Nest. Alright, yeah, you have to walk back. For those who have not played Hollow Knight, the Deep Nest is a very late game area that has some of the game's creepiest as well as toughest enemies. Thankfully, with good movement and knowledge of the area, we can get through it pretty quickly. The reason we come here so early is to grab the Tram Pass. This is an item that opens up the map a huge amount and allows us to reach most areas of the game despite having very few items. We grab the Tram Pass, make our way back through the horrors of Deep Nest, and we use the pass to get to the Ancient Basin. We go up through the Ancient Basin to get to the City of Tears, bench at the King Station, buy the Stag Station, and grab another Hollowness Seal. We head left, kill the Gorgeous Husk, grab another seal, and we cash everything in with Lem.
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talk. Here comes the money.
We go all the way back to the Forgotten Crossroads to the Upper Tram Station, which then allows us to get to the Resting Grounds. From there, we grab the Dream Nail, unlock another stag, head back through the City of Tears, and now, prepare yourself for the most intense and difficult skip Hollow Knight has ever seen. Dashless Blue Lake. We absolutely do not buy Shaman Stone. It sucks. It's not even good. Like, who needs Shaman Stone? If you need it, honestly, are you just not good enough? Wait, I'm getting a call. Hello? Oh, what's that? We have to do Collector third? Oh, so Lubra, you want to hand that over? Yeah, thank you. We get Sly to go back to Dirtmouth and unlock the shortcut so we don't have to kill Gruzmother. We go back to Dirtmouth, buy the lantern from Sly, and now it's on to Crystal Peaks. Okay, first things first, please do not do what I did. I wanted to get the King's Idol here as it gives us a lot of geo and it's perfectly placed in the route and it's super convenient, okay? But this took me 2 whole hours to get this skip. I cannot believe how ridiculously hard such a simple looking skip is just without having Dash or Mark of Pride. To my knowledge, this skip is not possible without Longnail, so I ended up going back and buying that. And after a lot of grinding, I finally got this. Oh my god, finally. We grabbed the shopkeeper's key on the way to Crystal Heart, and with some good movement and some practice, we are finally able to get Crystal Dash. We are now able to finally fight our first boss, but we have one more thing to do. We buy the Elegant Key from Sly, we go to the Soul Sanctum, grab Shade Soul for some extra damage, and we make our way to the Ancient Basin. We use Crystal Dash to get over the huge spike pit, grab a simple key, and we fight the Broken Vessel. This fight really isn't that bad, but the volleys of infection that they throw out are very hard to dodge without dash, but Shade Soul just does so much damage that we can kill him very quickly.
That was very quick.
Now that we have the Monarch Wings, which is this game's double jump, the map has opened up so much. We buy the Hidden Station Stag, go to the Forgotten Crossroads, which is now the Infected Crossroads, and we make quick work of the Brooding Molech. Next up on our list is... Oh god, no. Oh, I guess we have to do Collector now. Collector is a very late game boss who requires us to do multiple skips just to access. We go back to the Queen Station and head up through Fog Canyon to the Queen's Gardens. The Queen's Garden Acid Skip is a very popular skip that is used in many speedruns, most notably in any percent no major glitches, but we have to do this trick without a dash. Dash makes this much easier as you have more time to line yourself up, and there's a little buffer window from whenever you hit the wall. But we have a choice of doing the Queen's Garden Acid Skip or Isma's Tear Acid Skip, which would let us acquire Isma's Tear, which would let us go through the acid. But, yeah, look at this. That's not happening. We do this skip with relative ease, go through Queen's Gardens, grab the Love Key via another acid skip, go to the King Station, and open up the Tower of Love. This was a very difficult fight given our restrictions with no dash and no spells to give us invincibility frames. But the main reason this is so hard is because the collector spawns many enemies that at this point in the game take multiple hits to kill because you don't have any nail upgrades. And I know what you're thinking, oh my god, Luna, just go buy a nail upgrade. You're making this so much harder for yourself. You have the money. And you know, I have a perfectly good reason for not buying it. Whoa, look guys, I beat the boss. Oh my, isn't that cool? Oh my god, he's dead. Nice. We go down to the Royal Waterways, beat up the Dung Defender, and grab Isma's Tear. We defeat Elder Who, aka Mr. Onion Ring, bully the absolute shit out of False Knight.
Oh, you kind of. Bro, you're fucking kind of disrespecting. He's disrespecting this guy. Holy fuck.
Wonder if I can fucking kill him before he gets. Wonder if I can knock him down before. Yeah, I can.
Oh my god, yeah. Bro, now you're just fucking disrespecting bullshit. Bro, you're so stupid.
You got this, you got this. I double hit him! I double hit him!
Yeah, you get it.
That was a close one, it was a close one.
It was a close fight. I think that was like the hardest fight.
Yeah, for sure. Go back to Deep Nest to fight Galeon. Go all the way back to King's Pass and fight Holland Silius Soldier. And wait, oh my, wait. Gorb is trying to tell me something. Oh my god, guys. Breaking news. If you don't hit the subscribe button, the Zelda and Cornifer are going to get divorced. Guys, that's so sad. Wait, no, Gorb. They have to like and comment as well? Guys, please like and subscribe. We can't let them divorce. It's urgent. Please. We continue downward and summon the Grim Troop, which means we have to do the Grimchild quest line before we can do much else. We get the Grimchild charm, kill the 3 Grimkin novices, upgrade the charm, and kill the 3 Grimkin masters in order to fight Troop Master Grim. Even though I'm pretty good at this fight, doing it dashless is almost like relearning it. I had to find a new strategy for each attack, and it was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, you'll have like a lot of nail upgrades, and you'll have like.
Thank God they put like Nightmare. We get a charm notch for our efforts, and we head to our next boss. Ishimi mentioned as we go around and do other things, I will be killing the Grimkin Nightmares, which are the final step to completing the Grim quest, as it is much more efficient to do them separately than all at once, and we're going through most of the areas anyways. We have the most stressful fight with Gruzmother.
Yeah, that was hey.
And head over to our next area, the Hive. We killed the Grimkin Nightmare and head towards Hive Knight. I've done this boss so many times, so it really wasn't too hard, but not having dash made it way harder than I would have imagined. We go to Green Path to kill another Grimkin Nightmare, and you know, this run really made me realize how much I rely on dash, even when I don't particularly need it. But we are throwing that ideology out because we can finally get dash. Let's go, guys. We finally made it.
Droshik Halimo. Garama!
We finally grab Dash, beat Hornet Sentinel. Ooh, that was close. In order to get the King's Brand. And head to the Abyss. While we are here, we get Abyssal Shriek, Shade Cloak, and make our way all the way back up. We go to the Fungal Wastes and fight the absolute girl bosses of Mantis Village. Next, we defeat Markov. Go back to the Queen's Gardens to fight Marmu. Next is probably the hardest boss of the whole run, and this time there's no sarcasm. Nightmare King Grim. Before this run, I hadn't even beaten NKG before. But since starting this run, my skill increased so much that he was actually pretty easy, even without a full loadout and relatively small health bar. We get the best RNG I've ever seen on No Eyes and make quick work of her. What the fuck is my luck right now? Oh my god! So you know how the boss works, right?
Yeah, let me just teleport you.
Make a trip down to the
I'm
deep
gonna
nest,
cave
kill
in.
the
I'm
wood
gonna
crawler,
use the forest
I mean,
instead.
Nos.
I'm pretty sure it's easier on a newer up.
Go to the Soul Sanctum, beat up the Soul Master. Jesus. Go back to the Queen's Gardens and
That's
defeat the
fucking
absolute
ridiculous.
unbased male wife who
Did it?
betrayed his sisters. Go to the Teacher's Archives, kill Umu,
Okay.
kill the Watcher Knights,
Oh, no. That was risky.
and finally, we go to the final boss of the run. If we are able to win this fight, we will officially be finished.
That would have been good. There we go. Eat shit zero.
Yeah.
Alright, end of the fucking
GG.
countdown. Huge.
Ah, well, that was kind of anticlimactic. With Zero dead, that concludes this run, and I can officially say you can beat all of Hollow Knight's bosses in alphabetical order. Whilst doing this, I really love watching my skill visibly increase as time went on. I would highly recommend anyone who is passionate about a game to try a challenge run. Thank you guys so much for watching. This video took so much work and effort to finish, but it was all worth it. If you liked the video, then please consider subscribing and leaving a comment telling me what you liked, what you didn't like, what you want to see next. I just love to hear from everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful day and look out for more from me soon. Bye guys.